Yeah. I'm editing this video right now, and that whole thing right there, if you're not from Maine, I don't expect you to understand that, but I said an entire sentence, almost had a whole conversation just in those few words. You guys have no idea what I do for you. This is the second time that I've recorded this video. Second time. Because I just sat there and watched like the footage I had, and I'm like, couldn't do it, man. It was so bad. So bad. So today we got a bunch of stuff going on. Nothing really like aquarium related. You can see I'm doing a little bit more purposeful holding of the camera. It'd be awesome if I could just lock in. So there's a lot of stuff going on today. Nothing really like aquarium related. I worked on the inventory, the kind of the not so fun stuff of, opening up a store, like a lot of items, product, putting it into the system. So when you go beep with the little thing, it actually works. You look at a large retailer. Now I know that they've been doing what they've been doing for forever and they got to figure it out. But to think that every time somebody goes boop with the little scanner, and it knows, because that's what it's supposed to do, but like when it doesn't work, you're like, I've been at the store and I've been kind of irritated before about like, how do you not have your stuff right? Complete rant right here, complete rant. So I've been going to the grocery store, been trying to cut back on eating food, like from fast food or whatever, because there's a lot of options in the area, but I also have a grocery store just a couple doors down, so I don't really have that much of an excuse to run around and buy crap. But I've been doing the self-checkout. I've been doing self-checkout. I prefer to just not interact with anybody. I'm sorry. It's just how I am. And I go in there and I go to the self-checkout, and everybody goes to the self-checkout. Well, this morning I went in there and I got some food for lunch today. And I go to the checkout thing, and there's this gentleman. He's working the line. The guy's just standing there. And he's like watching everybody that goes in there to shop to just self-checkout instead of going to him. And he's just literally just stands there and he watches people. Like he's watching everybody basically replace him. Feel bad for the dude. I need to start to just go through the grocery line just to give him something to do. I mean, he's getting paid either way, but like he's like looking at his demise. Like he's looking at his job leaving him eventually. But as far as the store is concerned today, I did a lot of like merchandising, like pricing stuff out, making sure that it worked. So we scan it with a little boop thing. It actually does what it's supposed to do. So we did that for a good portion of the morning because I was expecting a coral delivery to happen today. And that didn't happen. And I emailed them and asked them like, what's up guys? And I noticed that it was still pending. So I was going about my morning and got a phone call. Actually, I was on the phone with FedEx when they called. FedEx, oh my God, FedEx, your business account stuff, you need to get that figured out. Wow. Wow. Because eventually the plan for here is to be shipping corals to folks, selling corals on the website, shipping them out. And FedEx, in my opinion, when it comes to overnight live delivery of living items, FedEx is the best. But that is some painful stuff, setting up a business account. FedEx, you gotta get your stuff right, man. Wow. But they called me back and said that I missed a cutoff on shipping out corals, so no corals today. But never say never, because I went and got a hold of a different vendor and they do Saturday delivery. So I put together a very quick order because I had about 20 minutes to do so before the cutoff with them. I'll be getting corals in here tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that. Just modest little order, but we'll finally have some color in these tanks here because they look lonely. So right now we got the good old-fashioned light diffuser in this tank. This guy over here has got the light diffuser, which is on the bottom, doing a great job. Then I also have my travel frag system racks in there, and I got a hold of the gentleman that does a lot of the acrylic work, and I had him figure something out for me because I like the way the black looks in there. Obviously it's like a mess right now, but I like the black, so I have him working on something for me for that. But for the time being, we got the diffuser, and you can barely see it. I got it propped up by the 4-inch pieces. I had to zip tie them because the old MP40 is putting it to it. I might have to turn that down a little bit tomorrow, but this system right here is ready for some corals, and we got corals coming. They'll be here tomorrow before 10:30. So we did some merchandising today. We did a coral order, even though that we were supposed to get an order, but I still have the ability to add to that, obviously. So we might do a little bit beefier of an order for the Tuesday delivery. Amongst all of that, you know, doing this, sending out some emails, getting that order put together, I got a hold of the code inspector and we set up the time for the inspection, and Monday at 1 p.m. I will be being inspected by the fire department and the code enforcer to see if I can actually open. Now, I have a feeling, not that I've done shady stuff. I haven't done any shady stuff to my knowledge. I just have that nagging suspicion that something isn't going to work out the way that I want it to. So if that ends up being the case, and I guess it's just good to prepare for the worst, obviously, because if it does happen, then you're prepared for it. And you know, I can be a little bit of a hothead, and I don't want to be, you know, not nice to the person that's going to allow me to be open. So if I just expect it, and then it's like, yep, okay, and then we move on and get it fixed, then, you know, whatever. But I hope that there's no issues, but there is, that we're literally, you know, I was planning on opening the following day. But if it doesn't work out, we'll do what we need to do. We will overcome, and we will set a new date. I'm really kind of tired of, you know, constantly jumping around. There's a lot of folks that have been, you know, wanting to see what is going on here. I guess, you know, my biggest concern with all of this is that I'm working with living things, so it really can't be rushed. You know, it can't be half-assed. It has to be done, at least to my best of my ability, done correctly, because I'd hate to, you know, lose a lot of animals because of we're just trying to get open and we're trying to get people in the door and push stuff on them, and then they have a bad experience, and then they don't like reef keeping, and they think it's expensive and it doesn't work and it's impossible. We're not trying to do that here. That's not the game. We're trying to get as many people into this hobby as we possibly can, and that's what I aim to do here. So worked on stocking the shelves, doing merchandise stuff. I cleaned up the frag system, just kind of gave it a little bit of a scrub, anticipation for tomorrow's delivery. We also worked on the fish holding system. Still a little cloudy, number 2. It's better than it was yesterday. It's improved from yesterday. We also put some rock in there. I did make a little bit of a mess because I literally put all this rock in, right? And I got to that piece right there, the last tank, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? I didn't take any water out of the system to account for displacement. And I realized water was coming up over the sump. A little bit of remnants right there. But at least it didn't leak through the wall, and my neighbors had another reason to hate me. So a little bit of a spill, a little bit of a mess up, but you know, hey. That's why we left the floors concrete, because there's going to be water on the floor. It's going to happen. But we got that set up and running. System 1, I haven't tested it today, but from a salinity standpoint, it's on point. The frag system, salinity standpoint, on point, ready for corals. We're also working on the system back here. And I've been kind of like cleaning a lot today, just to kind of get the place looking decent for inspection, because, you know, I want to put my best foot forward with that. I did buy new fire extinguishers. I'm going to do a little butt kissing with the fire department. I actually bought an extra fire extinguisher, more than what was in here originally. Replaced all those. That wasn't cheap. But we're just doing some cleaning and kind of getting things ready. You know, I got to start filling up my RO system again, and get that where that needs to be. I need to start mixing salt, because hopefully we're selling some water here. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do. I kind of just feeling a little fluttery, and I think you know, things have kind of came to a point where that deadline needs to happen, and the store needs to get open, and we just do it and see what happens. Let the chips fall where they may. If I need to hire a bunch of people, you know, whatever. Let's go. But that's what I've been working on today. Tomorrow we'll have a coral delivery for you guys, so that'll be something a little fun. I got some interesting pieces. I got some pieces that are very typical of me to purchase, especially from Eye Catching Coral, which I've done business with them before. They're pretty good folk. But yeah, we got a lot to do. And Monday we got our inspection, 1 p.m. So I'm gonna stop talking to this camera and do some more cleaning. All right, folks. So if you want to support what we're doing here at Corals Unlimited, there is a link in the description below, which will bring you to our store where you can check out what we got. If there's something that you need there for your tank at home, we got stuff that we're adding every single day. So if you want to support the shop, you can do it that way. Also, we got the channel, which we're doing videos every single day. If you're not subscribed, you're part of the 54%. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you can be notified every time that we upload a new video. Hit that like button if you enjoy this one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Right here, we're gonna have corals, and we only have 2 days until inspection. Let's go.